And a good day, all of you. John Henderson Pierre of the Beverage Ramble and Chats back again with you. Another Beverage Ramble edition. Today, we're looking at Yuengling Premium Light. Comes in at 3.5% ABV. From America's oldest brewery, 98 calories, 6.6 grams of carbs and protein and 0 fat, blah, 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 blah. Of course, oldest brewery, started 1829. Yuengling, interesting enough, you know, they've kind of methodically done their brewing or sort of distributing their beer over the past centuries slowly. They never really try to like bum rush their stuff out there over their years. My first time trying Yuengling was in 1999 when I lived up here in Jersey. Now I'm back in Jersey again. The premium, interesting enough, was never really... the premium was around, but you never really saw it, you know, unless you live within the area where Yuengling is founded. There's location in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, where its headquarters. Of course, they got a location in Mill Creek and another one in Tampa. Tampa's the second brewery that they opened up in 1998. Yeah, so it's interesting enough, you know, the premium was never around. Now, the core beers that they have, of course, the traditional lager, and of course, their traditional light and their black and tan, which is basically the core of their beers. But since I've been back up here, I've seen this, and of course the premium, which is always around, but slowly but surely within the last couple of years, maybe decade or so, they've been pushing the premium further out to the southeast. And I did a review of that beer back in what was it? Did a review of that back in 2023. Of the premium, and that was a lot of beer right there. Interesting enough. So, hey, one of those things. But I've really got a lot of good reviews of it, and kind of sort of a cream ale taste to it. Now, this one here is the light version of the premium. Doesn't get a really good score. I think 67 on Beer Advocate, and I think 2.95 or 3 on Beer Advocate on tap. So, here's what the beer looks like. Got it at a reasonable price, and Yuengling's prices tend to be very reasonable wherever you go. For the traditional, I think it'd pay about maybe like for a 12-pack about maybe like $11, $12. Obviously, inflation being what it is right now. It looks like your standard lager, light lager, of course, 3.5%, which is usually the ABV on most light lagers, is either 3.5 or no, actually starts around 2 count Michelob, Budweiser Select, about 2.5, and then ranges up to maybe 4.3, which is probably the maximum. And as I've gotten older right now, I'm pretty much enjoying a lot of light lagers and a lot of lighter beers now instead of drinking all the heavier stuff, which I can't really tolerate for my stomach for whatever the reason. I just can't. It's just not something the 8%, whatever. I'll try them. I'm not consuming them every day. So, all right. Very creamy aroma down the nose, which is identical to the premium lager, premium light. So, all right, let's have at it. Cheers. I'm doing it at a park right now, so on location. Can't say where, but I'm on location. Pretty smooth, pretty decent. Nothing really out there extravagant about it. It's pretty, good. Milder, good finish to it. It does have that creamy taste to it, Now, hopefully, that gets distributed farther, besides the northeast area. Maybe it gets farther distributed, maybe down to the southeast. I mean, here in the Northeast, I obviously push, not just keep it to the Northeast, keep it further to go down Southeast, Midwest. Yuengling, I believe, if I'm accurate right now, is in 32 states right now, including the district, D.C., Washington, D.C., the district. Again, they've slowly kind of done their own thing. I remember first time Yuengling came down when I lived in Mobile, Alabama. It came down in 2008, and I remember, hey guys, you gotta try this beer. I had this beer. I started drinking back in 1997. You know, legal age. Some say maybe younger than that. So, this was, you know, try this. You know, this is really something you got to really check out. You know, this is like a really, you know, and of course everyone kind of caught on, and you know they would use it for a couple of festivals I went to, shrimp festival, shrimp cook-offs and whatnot. There were people who were sampling it, trying it out, and it wasn't bad. You know, people liked it. Within time, kind of gave their thoughts and opinions of it. You know, so and it's kind of held its own, and I've always gave it an enjoyable feel to it, an enjoyable taste to it. You know, I just think it's really something that folks need to check out and try. You know, whenever. Isn't bad, not too off-putting. What's the difference between this one and, say, the traditional light? Outside is just availability, pretty much. I mean, the traditional light is basically anywhere. Again, it's part of the core 3. The big that is readily available everywhere. I haven't had Lord Chesterfield Ale yet. I'm going to try that soon enough, and I have seen it. Their Bock I haven't tried. I've had their porter, their Hershey porter. Actually, I've had that which came out, their collaboration with 2 historic companies, Hershey, Pennsylvania, Hershey chocolate, of course, and combining with that. But I haven't had the regular porter, which I will soon too, which I've also have seen. But this is pretty good for a nice light lager, 3.5%. Really good. I think that's the only difference between this one. It's same amount of calories, same thing, you know, same. The ABV may be a little bit lower versus the traditional. Traditional, I think, is 4 point. The traditional light is 4 point. I think that was 99 calories. That one is like 4.1%. So I think that's the big difference. It's availability. And good luck finding premium light. It's not easy to find, but if you are able to grab it, get it, you know, definitely you're going to get a really solid winner in this one. So I will go the same score. I'm sorry, I keep thinking someone's like watching me. Maybe they are, I don't know. Pretty low score that they put out by those 2 sites, Untapped and Beer Advocate, but I'm sure Ray Beer gives it a very low score. It wouldn't shock me, but I'm going to go a little bit higher. I will go, again, it's a decent, not a great light beer. Again, there are other beers that are probably less expensive that I can get. You know, Busch Light, you know, Keystone Light and whatnot. You know, those are probably, but this should hold its own. So I'm going to go, I'll go 8.1 for the Yuengling Premium Light. Check it out. Pretty decent, pretty good. A good, solid, enjoyable light beer. 98 calories. Check it out at your local package store, grocery store, you know, anywhere in PA. Check it. A really good beer. Try it. You'll like it. For sure you will. Because it's premium, right? Right. John Henderson, PR of the Beverage Ramble and Chat. So you can keep on watching. As always, cheers. Live, laugh, and love. Premium light. An enjoyable light lager. Yay.